Hello YouTube, what's going on? 99 Legend here, and welcome back to an NHL 18 Custom League video. So as you can tell from the title, we are going to start the simulation towards the playoffs. So I understand some of you would probably much rather see most of the season, but after doing some quick math, I think doing the math I did to play all 82 games, or just play at least a good deal of them and upload them, is gonna take probably around it was something really ridiculous, like 24 and a half months or something, even after saying like multiple uploads a day. And just quite frankly, I can't do that before NHL 19 would be a thing. Plus I want to get 2 other series in before NHL 19 too, and one I know for sure the next one I'm going to be doing is, you'll see the details later after this series is almost over, and that I plan to play all 82 games plus playoffs if that team makes the playoffs. So that one's gonna take a while, and then there's also another one after that I want to do something similar to this, but so that's gonna take a bit too. So I just want to make sure I get all these things in before NHL 19 comes out. And so sorry to those who would want to see more games, but unfortunately I just can't do it. So anyway, so this is gonna have like the same format as when we did our NHL 17 season simulation. So I'll follow the best team in the league for a month, the sim. So as of right now, we have the Saginaw Giants. They're currently in first in the league, playing 4 games and winning all 4 so far. They're 4-0-0. So this first video will be a bit different. We're kind of already like a couple weeks into October, so in this video we'll probably do October and November for simulations. So without further ado, let's go to the first and see if Saginaw can keep it up. So, what is that? 5 wins, 3 losses to get a point in one of those 3 losses. So there definitely seems like Saginaw's going to be one of the powerhouse teams that are definitely going to be being in the race for the President's Trophy at the end of the year. Just seeing right now, Arizona, they started like 1-4 or something, I think. So I think they've won 7 in a row. So that's one way of turning your season around. So let's quickly look at the standings after October. Just first month into the season, let's start with the Metro. So in first we got Vancouver, Toronto. In third we have San Jose. Fourth, San Francisco. And fighting for a playoff spot, actually tied for fourth but played a couple more games, is St. Louis. And then we have Seattle, Texas, and then Washington. Washington's off to a bit of a rough start so far. Now looking in the Atlantic, we have Saginaw, we have Pittsburgh in second, so they're turning their season around. We have Nashville, Quebec, New Jersey. So after a hot start, New Jersey has fallen down a bit. Then we have Minnesota, Manitoba, and Long Island. So on to Central Division, we have in first Colorado. So once again, another team really turning things around. We have Cleveland in second, Florida in third, fourth in a wildcard slot we have Flint, fifth we have Columbus, sixth Halifax, and seventh Edmonton. So Central is decent. The only team under 500 so far is Edmonton. Looking in the Pacific, in first we have Binghamton, second we have Carolina, third Calgary, fourth Arizona, fifth Chicago, 6th Boston, 7th Brooklyn, and 8th Buffalo. So if we look at the conferences so far in the West, the teams in the playoffs are Binghamton, Carolina, Calgary, Colorado, Cleveland, Florida, Arizona, and Flint. Just out of it are Chicago, Boston, Columbus, Halifax, and Brooklyn. On to the Eastern Conference, we have Saginaw, in Vancouver, Pittsburgh, Toronto, Nashville, San Jose, Quebec, and New Jersey, and following the rear just out of a playoff spot is Minnesota, San Francisco, St. Louis, and Seattle. Okay, now let's quickly do simulation of November. See if they could keep it up. Going on a bit of a losing skid right now. See if they could break out of it. Wow. Tough month for November for Saginaw. Team that looked so dominant early on. Now they're all the way back to 500. Crazy stuff. Okay. Once again, real quickly just look at how the playoff race is going. So Eastern, we now have Vancouver in first, followed by Nashville in second, San Jose in third, Quebec in fourth, fifth we have San Francisco, then sixth we have Pittsburgh. Saginaw's actually dropped all the way down into seventh in a wild card spot, and then St. Louis. And we have just out of the playoffs is Toronto, Minnesota, Long Island. So Long Island's kind of turning things around. New Jersey, and then Seattle. In the West, the playoff picture as of right now looks like Carolina in first. Then we have Binghamton actually tied with them, but Carolina has the two games in hand. And we have Boston, Calgary, Florida, Cleveland, Arizona, and in 8th we have Colorado with Chicago, Columbus, Edmonton, Brooklyn, and Halifax behind. So quickly look at the player stats as of right now. We got Evgeny Malkin winning the point race. Now let's see. For goals, we have Malkin and Kane are tied for first currently. Assists, William Nylander leads the league with 22 assists, with Tays just behind with 21. And just for fun, let's see who leads in penalty minutes. That would be Mark Borowiecki. I know I said that name wrong, I'm sorry. So yeah, that was our first simulation video on. Again, I hope you guys don't mind. This is just the way it's gonna have to go. So I'll see you when we start simulating December. Bye, YouTube.